Once upon a time in a beautiful kingdom, between rolling hills, there lived a princess named Seraphina. She was known throughout the land for her beauty, which was said was like the morning sun and the rising of the evening stars. Seraphina possessed not only physical grace, but also a kind heart that made her more attractive to all who knew her. However, despite her charms and gentleness, Seraphina harbored a secret sadness. She had come of age and was expected to marry, yet none of the suitors who came for her hand in marriage captured her heart. They were princes and lords, noblemen and handsome and wealthy, but none could ignite the spark of love within her. One day, a mysterious visitor arrived at the palace gate. He was a stranger to the kingdom, dressed in simple robe that concealed his features. The guard hesitated to admit him, but when Seraphina heard of his arrival, she insisted on meeting him. There was something in her heart that whispered, this stranger might be different. When Seraphina beheld the visitor, she was taken by surprise. He was not a prince or a nobleman, but a man of striking countenance, with eyes that held the wisdom of ages, and a demeanor that exuded both strength and gentleness. His name was Alistair, and he spoke with a voice that was as smooth as sleek and as deep as the ocean. Alistair bowed low before Seraphina and spoke in a voice that carried a hint of sadness. Princess Seraphina, he said, I have traveled from afar seeking something precious that was lost in me long ago. I have heard tales of your beauty and your kindness, and I come not as a suitor seeking your hand in marriage, but as a humble servant offering my skill and wisdom to your king. Intrigued by his words and moved by the sincerity of his eyes, Seraphina invited Alistair to stay at the palace as her guest. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Alistair proved himself the kingdom. His knowledge of agriculture brought bountiful harvest. His strategy in warfare ensured peace and security, and his counsel in matters of statecraft and the respect of the royal advisors. Despite his growing influence and closeness to Seraphina, Alistair remained a mystery. He would disappear for days at a time, returning with tales of distant land and strange creatures. Seraphina found herself drawn to him more and more, captivated not only by his wisdom, but also by the sadness that seems to linger just beneath the surface. One evening, as they walked through the palace gardens under a canopy of stars, Alistair finally revealed the truths of who he was. Princess Seraphina, he began, his voice tingled with both sorrow and hope. I am not what I appear to be. I am a being of worlds. I am a being of two worlds, both of earth and water, destined to walk between realms. Seraphina listened with rapid attention as Alistair spoke of his true form, a serpent, a serpent of shimmering scale and eyes that held the secrets of the deep. Long ago, Alistair had been cursed by a jealous sorcerer who converted his powers, forced to roam the land in search of a way to break the curse. Alistair has regained himself to a life of solitude and secrecy, but in Seraphina, he saw a glimmer of hope. I have come to love you, princess, he confessed. not for your beauty alone, but for the kindness and compassion that reside within your heart. Will you accept me, serpent though I may be, as your companion and husband? Seraphina was shocked by Alistair's revelation, but she knew in her heart that she had already fallen in love with the gentle soul who had captured her affection. Without hesitation, she took his hands in hers and replied, "Yes, Alistair, I will accept you as my husband, serpent or not. For love knows no bound, and in your eyes I see a love that is pure and true." And so, amidst the whispering leaf and a shimmering moonlight, Seraphina and Alistair were wed in a ceremony that united not only two souls but also two worlds. The kingdom rejoiced at the union, celebrating the love that has blossomed between a beautiful princess and a serpent with a heart of gold. As the years passed by, Seraphina and Alistair ruled the kingdom with wisdom and compassion, their love enduring through trials and triumph. Alistair's curse was never lifted, but in Seraphina's eyes, he remained the most handsome and beloved of princes. And so their tale became a legend, a story of love that transcended appearance and defied the boundaries of fate. Until this day, in the kingdom between rolling hills, the descendants of Seraphina and Alistair tell the tales of the princess who married the serpent, a tale of beauty, love, and the enduring magic that binds two souls together forever. The end.